Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. My name is Stuart. In today's lesson, we're looking at how we use narrative tenses in English. Let's go to the intro. Now, as I said, today's video is looking at narrative tenses, the tenses that we use when we narrate or tell a story in English. And this video is a request from Murad in Morocco, who asked me if I could do a video to explain which tenses we use in English if we want to tell a story. Now, he asked me this a few months ago, actually about 6 or 7 months ago, so it's taken me a while to do the video, so apologies there, Murad, but more or less this lesson is for you. And for other people, of course, that want to know the tenses we use when we narrate. Now, obviously, when we're narrating, we're talking about a story, normally a personal story, that things that happened to us in the past, and we want to put the story into an order in order to tell a story that happened to us, let's say. So the main tenses that we use for this type of story, we use the past simple tense, and the past simple tense explains the main events. So for example, I've come up with a brief story here. I just made it up, it didn't really happen to me. So I picked up the kids from school, put them into the car and drove to the supermarket. So we're using the past simple 1, 2, 3 times here in order to show the main events, okay? So I picked up the kids from school, put them into the car and drove to the supermarket. So we have the past simple tense. Another tense that we use is the past continuous, and the past continuous is used to set the scene. So it was a cold day, but the sun was shining and a few birds were chirping, so I was in a good mood. So I'm setting the scene with the past simple, and the past continuous here. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, okay? So we're setting the scene. So we've got the main events and we set the scene. Another tense that we use when we narrate or tell a story is the past perfect, and we use this to show the past events before the main event. So for example, when we got to the supermarket, I realized that I had left my wallet at home, the past perfect tense, so I went back to get it, okay? So I went back to get it. So we're using the past perfect, the past event before the main event. So I got to the supermarket, I realized that I had left my wallet at home previously, okay? So I had to go back to get my wallet, all right? We can also use participles, participle tenses, the present and the perfect participle. So for example, the present participles are showing linked actions. So seeing that I was angry, my son Richard offered to lend me some money, okay, in order for me not to have to go home. So he saw that I was angry, or seeing that I was angry, he offered to lend me some money. Or, looking to avoid returning home, I asked my son if he had any money. So we're using the present participle tenses here in order to link the actions together. So seeing that I was angry, or looking to avoid returning home. And the perfect participle, the action completed before starting another. Example, having solved the issue with the money, we were able to get the shopping done and continue with our plans. Okay, so the present participle here, the perfect participle here, having solved the issue, okay, with the money, we were able to get the shopping done and continue with our plans. So more or less, past simple, past continuous, past perfect, present participle, perfect participles in order to show the narration. And here we have a very short story. It's a pretty boring story. It's just something that I made up, a trip to the supermarket, let's say. But if you're doing an exam like this and you need to do a narrative, then these are the tenses that you're going to have to try to incorporate into that narrative, of course, with other structures as well. But those are the main verbs we use when we tell a story in English. Now, thank you very much for watching the lesson. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. Please share the video on social media, Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest. Share it up on social media. I'll see you in the next lesson. Have a good day. Bye.